As we make our way through 2025, there's no denying it. The political and cultural winds are shifting when it comes to gender ideology. For years, countless parents, doctors, courageous detransitioners, and their advocates have asked, is the tide finally turning? Have we reached the tipping point? For a long time, the answer felt hopeless, but no more. With the reelection of President Donald Trump in November of 2024, the contrast could not be clearer. For the first time in years, federal government agencies are no longer championing gender identity policies. They're pushing back. On his first day in office, President Trump signed an executive order restoring the legal definition of sex to mean only biological reality, not a self-referential notion of gender. Days later, in another order, he called so-called gender-affirming care for minors what it is: chemical sterilization and surgical mutilation, and a stain on our nation's history. And he vowed to end federal funding for institutions that carry out these experimental practices on children. But let's be sober-minded here. While this does indeed mark a turning point, the damage already done is vast. Families torn apart, young lives permanently altered. The fallout is here, and it's only just beginning. I'm Brandon Showalter, journalist with the Christian Post, and we'll continue to explore these themes and more on Season 5 of our documentary podcast, Generation Indoctrination, Inside the Transgender Battle. This season, we'll survey the new landscape, the political changes, the ongoing cultural battles, and the legal reckoning now underway. But we'll also hear the human stories, the families, and those still in the trenches, and more voices in the shadows that must never be silenced or forgotten. We'll take you inside legislatures, clinical settings, the courtrooms, and even into the office of the Attorney General of the state of Alabama, which played an enormously significant role in bringing about this cultural change. The tide is turning, the truth still matters, and the battle for reality and for the next generation is far from over. Generation Indoctrination, Season 5, coming soon.